Hello everyone, very good morning. Just a minute. Let's start the session. Okay, guys. In the last session, what we have done, so we discussed about like a data sampling and then data sharing implementation, right? And we saw that. So what is the advantages of that? So now, so today we will see. Let's come to this. So we have a topic called the best practices. Okay, this is just a documentation. I will send it to you guys. Just have a look into that. And coming to the materialized views. So this all the sort whatever the topics we have here, the in the best practices, all those things we have covered. The coming to the views, materialized views. So here the basically in other like databases also we have a materialized use. In traditional databases also we have materialized use, but here there is a small difference. We have three types of views here. So normal views, normal, for example, normal views, and sorry for that, secure view and materialized view. So these are the three types of views available in so Snowflake: normal view, secure view, and then materialized view. Normal view, so like other the things other on premises, the how the views will be there in other databases same way. So it is like a mirror image of a base table same way. So same properties like other views, the here also the same. There is no difference. Only the thing here is so in
Your
this
screen is not visible, Dinesh.
sorry,
Your
just
screen
a
is
minute.
not visible. Snowflake.
Let me reshare my screen now.
Now is it okay?
Okay, thank you. So now here, so this is just a so view. So here when it is coming to sorry, secure view, so this there is a difference. The secure views, when we created a view definition with one role or with specific the user, the specific role and then user, so what will happen is when you created with this role, if you created, so this cannot be definition, the view definition cannot be visible visible to other roles. That is the only difference. It means when you created a view, so what are the conditions? It means what are the select statement we have implemented, and then what is the conditions we have implemented. Those things so will not be visible in secure view. We cannot able to see that, but you can able to access the view. But only the thing is the conditions whatever they have implemented. So when they created a view that is no, that will not be available for the other roles. So that is the only thing. And coming to the materialize view, here it's also like, so what will happen in normal materialize views in other databases, it will hold like some like the data will be there, it will store, and then the refresh will happen. All right, view will be little slow, but here materialize view auto refresh will happen. When it is coming to materialize view, here, what will happen is in Snowflake, no need of refresh, no need of refresh. All this materialize you refresh will be taken care by the Snowflake maintenance services. It is going to take care by Snowflake maintenance services. It means the Snowflake automatically, so it is going to run background maintenance service whenever the changes is available in a sorry, whenever the changes is available in the base table. So that is materialize view. No need to refresh, auto refresh. This is auto refresh. When it is coming to view, what will happen? When you refresh, then only the changes will be happen. You need to refresh, then only you can able to see that. When you are accessing, it will be refreshed. But when it is coming to materialize view, so no need to refresh, it will be auto refresh most of the times. So when any reporting is, they want the live the data, they want the access without any latency, we can create a materialized here. Let's come some example, just try to understand. Just a minute. Now let's observe this. Let's assume that it's a group of hospitals, the network data is available here. So the patient data, they are storing all the group of the patient like a network hospital data in so one database. So when they are storing all the information, so they will keep the complete information related to death related information, diagnosed information, the old patient data, and then discharge summary, discharge data related information. All this will be available in this. When it is available here, what will happen is, let's assume every 2 days once they are inserting the data from the all the hospital, so all the network hospitals. When they are inserting the data every 2 days once, all this data, they need to send to government officials. They need to send the report to government officials related to death related information. So what is the person full name, and then what is the person ID, and then address, and then phone number, contact details, all those information, they need to send it to the government officials. So this person, so related to this person, the death happened. Assume, assume this in this particular situation. So what they required, so observe this, they need whenever the data refreshed related to death related information, they need to refresh it. In this case, when they created a materialize view on only on the specific related data, we will automatically, it will refresh, and automatically it is going to refresh, and then it will enter into the, so this particular the materialize view, no need to maintain. And let's see how it's difference when compared to the normal materialize view in the other databases normally. So this is a normal definition of the view. So it will the whole the result, so with the data refreshed periodically. That is a normal view, what we know about materialized view. And but the problem here is, when we are refreshing, it can hold inconsistent and out of date result. So when we are accessing a materialized view, so when, so every like 6 hours once we need to refresh the materialized view data. When in this particular situation, so whenever you are trying to access, so during that refreshing time, or when you are accessing, it will not have the live updated information will not be there. That is a problem. And at the same time, when we are doing some operations on a base table, let's assume that, so then it will slow down, so when we are using materialize view. So these are the like normal challenges, so what we are facing. Coming to snowflake materialized view, so this one, so it's very so fast, so and at the same time, so delivery result materialize view always with current and consistent with the main table. It will always be with the current and consistent with main table. So how it will happen? It will periodically, the exponential case of use, the maintenance service. So this, the maintenance service that continuously runs and updates materialize use in the background. So that is the, so main thing. So how it is the refreshing. So background maintenance service will run in the backend. No need to do anything. No need to take care anything manually. So snowflake materialize use, it will transfer data performance. So intensive operation. This will eliminate frequently performed resource intensive, nothing but, so when you are accessing this, when you have created a materialize view, so from our user side, no need to worry about data refresh. We automatically it is going to perform. See this one, background maintenance service of materialize view will be run. And one more thing here, when we are using this, the table, whenever the table changes, background maintenance service automatically updates all the materialized views defined on the table. So no need to do it the manually. And when we are using this materialized view, always remember that Snowflake will charge some like this credits. So based on material as you refresh, based on material as you refresh, it is going to charge. So that is the, so one thing what we need to so consider, take into the consideration when we are using material as you. So always, so it will there will be some charges when the background maintenance automatically when we are using. So that is like related to material as you. Let's come and then try to implement it, try to create some Atlas view. Then let's see how how it will be, how it is working here. We will create a table. Let me come to this. Sorry. We'll create or replace transient from our call center table. We are creating a new table, new table here. We are in public. We created a table here. Now let's create a view here. If you want to create a view, just observe this create, just creating a create or replace view name as select star from the table, this table. We are just giving, not giving any condition, just we are creating a view to see the implementation, how it will work. Created. Observe this one, the view is available. Same way, if you want to create materialized secure view will give secure view. So how it looks like, we are creating a secure view. See this one, this is the secure view. Observe the icon, how it looks like. It's with a lock symbol, right? Normal view, they don't have any lock symbol. Secure view, so they have a lock symbol. And let's come to this. Let's create materialized view here. Create here. Materialized, use here materialized view. And when you run this materialized view, when we refresh it, observe this one. See this. This is lock symbol. This is a secure view. This is a materialized view. Observe the icon here. So like the different table types, we have different views. Normal view. and then secure view, and then this is a materialized view. Materialized view auto refresh will be there, but these views, secure view and then normal view, when you are accessing, then only it will refresh from the backend. Otherwise, it will not. And coming to this view, materialized, this one, secure view. Let's observe this. Show views. When you observe show views, you can able to see the sorry, yes, throat is not supporting. Sorry for that. When you observe, you can able to see that. So all the like views definition here. See this one. This is for normal views. This is for secure view, and then this is for materialized view. This is for materialized view. Now, when you have these particular views here, we can able to see the definition. It means what is the conditions we implemented when we are creating a view. We can able to understand it here, right? We can see that. Now, the main intention is, so when you observe one more thing, here it is telling that, see this one is secure, is secure. Observe this one. This is true. Is secure is true. Is materialized. This is true. Materialized use is materialized. That is telling that it's a true. And then is secure. This is true. Now, so how it will work? Let's see. Now we are in an account admin role. Now we will try to access this by using other roles. For example, if I try to access by using other roles like any other thing, let's assume that I will use a developer role. And so for this particular developer, I don't have access to the class database. I don't have access to that particular public schema. And at the same time, I don't have access to that particular views also. If I want to access that, what do I need to do? I need to give the grant permissions. To give the grant permissions, what we'll do that. So let's come to the role-based access controls, where we have given is here, right? Let's come, let's give that particular grants. So we have to give, first you need to give the grants to that particular view, to the database for this particular. This is for view, or this is the view name, developer. We'll give it to the developer. The developer, I am giving the access to all views. Secure view, then materialize view. Now let's give the access. We are giving a access. Okay, let's come to, let me change
Account admin.
account. Yep, thank you. Account admin, and then let me give the access. Yeah, now it is done. Then, so we need, I need this developer should access, the developer should access the class database, right? For that, let's use this one, usage, grant usage on database class. This is the class database. Developer, developer, so developer. Okay, so it is done. The developer, so this is done. Okay, so fine. So now, so the same way, the schema, right?
Dinesh, sorry to interrupt you.
One
Yeah,
state, one statement is fine, right?
sorry.
One statement is fine, right? For your here.
Oh, sorry. One statement is fine here, not for all. Yes, one statement, only one database, right? Yeah. Schema, public, the role, developer. Okay, it's done. Now let's come to the developer role and then try to access that developer. Now refresh it. Now we have access to, see this one, public schema, and then we can access to the views. If you try, for example, select, so start from the views, example call center view, whatever the views here, you can able to access all the views. Observe this one, we can able to access all the views here. And at the same time, let's observe this, and this one, cure view, normal view, all the views we can able to access. See this one, then same time, secure materialized view, materialized view, all the views we have access. But what is the difference? You can able, you have other roles have access, but they cannot see the definition how they created the view. Show views, observe this is the only one difference. Show views, when you observe this, see this one, the definition so of the view, so we cannot able to see what is the conditions they implement they implemented to use secure the view. So this is only thing, the difference. So when you are working with this, and now, so what is the actual, why we are giving creating a view here? When you are accessing any specific related data from a table, so for any specific module or any specific condition, so when you any changes, so we have done on a base table, automatically the changes will be reflected in this particular views, right? Now let's observe this, let's come to, let me try to delete some data from the table, delete from the table is which we created, this is the table, right? So delete from table, where, let's check the data here. So any specific related information, for example, say class equal to touch. Now observe this, what we observed here. See this one, number of rows deleted is 19, you can able to see that, right? Number of rows deleted, so 19. So here, so this is fine. Now when you access the table, when you access the views, observe this, when you access, you can able to see the difference, right? Previously it is 60 rows, now it is all the things, you can able to see the difference, you can able to see that information, right? All the views all the same. So but, so when you are accessing this normal view and then secure view, then only the changes will be refreshed from the backend. But so when it is coming to the materialize view, so without accessing also, the changes automatically it will be reflected here. You can able to see this information when the refresh will happen in that particular view. We can able to see that from materialize view, like a refreshed information schema. Let me show you something where we can see that is, but it will take some time to update that particular, the refresh history information. It will not be immediate, it will take like an hour time. Select from the table information schema, Materialized View refresh history. So this is where we will get that complete information about Materialized View history. Like see this one, start date, end date, and then credit use, and then Materialized View name. Whatever the Materialized View sorry, Materialized View created. So based on this Materialized View information, it will tell you the credits, how much credits we have used, and then when it has been refreshed, all this information. So automatically it will be available here. So based on this, Materialized View will charge something. So from us the in the amount, so whatever background services it is running, so for that Snowflake will charge. So this generally it will not, it will take like 30 to 40 minutes sometimes to refresh this particular data. So when we are refreshing now, so what we observe, for example, if I use again, if I delete any other data from this, now if you observe, refresh it in the table 41, right? Let me delete one specific control C equal to, will give, I'm deleting one row here, one specific record count, one deleted one. Now observe this immediately. It is going to be previously 41, 40, right? So whenever the changes happening in the source table, automatically these things will be refreshed in the backend, and then Materialize you, it is going to be charged, and then no need to do any periodical refresh here. So in normal, like when we are trying to any reporting, as when they are trying to access this Materialize use, what we will do is we will take, for example, when this is given to them, we will give automatically, we will run some like a refresh 6 hours hours once or 12 hours once. So we'll try to refresh the table, right? But here, so no need to take care of those things. Automatically refresh will happen from the backend. That is the main intention behind Materialize you. And when we are secure view, when we are sharing, so we saw that we can share only the tables and secure views only. The main reason is other persons cannot able to see the condition. When we are sharing the shared account, the reader account, they should not see what is the condition you implemented for the view, right? That's why, so we can able to see only secure view, we can able to share only the secure view. So that is about the views and then Materialize use case. So it will be is, we will stop it here. Let's come to the question. Storing the data in Materialize is not charged, only background refresh will be charged. Yes, or Sheikh, correct. Only background refresh will be charged, because when it is storing, it is going to store it back, and it will share this what we will call mm, micro partitions. Like when we are cloning, right? The micro partitions will be shared, right? The same way. So the same concept is applicable here.
Hi, Dinesh.
Yeah,
What
Praveen.
is the difference between normal view and materialized view? Yes.
A normal view, what is happening is, if you want to see the refresh data, you need to access the normal view.
Yes.
You need to access, but Materialize view, without like accessing, a refresh will be happen in the backend.
Then materialized view functionality will be replaced with normal view also, right? Then no need of paying extra amount and no need to use materialized view, right?
Which one? No,
Materialized
no.
view.
See, when it means, when you go and hit that view, then only in normal view the data will be refreshed.
Yes.
Okay. But coming to Materialize view, so you no need to access, no need to hit the Materialize view, no need to refresh it. Nothing but, for example, here, when if I execute it here, if I execute this query, then only the refresh will happen in this particular view. Without executing the query here, this one will automatically, the changes will be reflected in the backend.
Got it.
That is it.
Yes,
Dinesh,
yes, Dinesh, this I got it actually. The problem
Uh,
is actually if the materialize will be you will be refreshed automatically, then traffic injection we cannot control, right? Generally, materialize views are defined to avoid the traffic injection whenever there is a less load on the server. That time only we will schedule the materialize view. Then we can get the last refresh data. Here, every time view will be refreshed means how we will get the
exactly.
performance.
Every time the refresh will happen. So, but when there is a conditions, so when we are creating a materialize view, what will happen is, so it is going to share always, it will be consistent. So that is true, but always it will so have the backend microservices will be happened, micro partitions, not for the complete traffic, whatever the things it will be there, that is on a base table only.
One more thing, Dinesh.
Mm, mm,
Accessing view performance and
mm,
background materialize view refresh both
mm.
will be differ.
Yes, both will differ. There is a difference. Yeah, that's why. So we'll come to the materialize view.
Dinesh,
See,
uh,
Dinesh, can I add
Mm.
something over here?
Yes, yes, Nihar.
Yeah,
Go
yeah.
ahead.
So the difference between the normal view and materialized view would be like a materialized view would be taking a separate storage and that micro partition, all the logic behind, right? But the
Correct.
normal view would be just a logical, and
Mm,
it will whenever the base table will be get changed,
mm,
material view will be get changed automatically, right?
mm, mm. True.
and and in case of normal view you need to replace, suppose you change any column name or add some columns, anything.
Mm,
So in
mm.
that case we need to replace again restructure the view, normal view, right?
Correct. True.
Okay, thank you.
yeah, Dinesh, what I
Mm,
was saying that
mm,
normal view is like logical, like the mirror
mm,
image of the base table. Whatever the
mm,
things that happen with the base table, that same
mm,
thing
mm,
it will reflect. It don't have any physical
mm,
existence, but the
mm,
materialized view have the physical existence, and
mm,
it store the data in the snowflake. Okay,
mm, mm,
but
mm,
snowflake will not charge any cost for that storage,
That
but
is
it will.
only it is sharing these micro partitions, not the physical storage.
Sorry, come again.
It will share the micro partitions like a cloning.
Okay, micro partition like a cloning,
Exactly.
it's sharing to the materialized view, but it is
Exactly.
okay. Okay, so that's the reason it's not hard coded, something like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Dinesh, coming
Mm.
to DML perspective, what is the difference between simple view and materialize view?
DML perspective all are same. There is no difference.
We can access DML
We,
operations and materialize view also.
not possible. So
Whereas in
we can
simple view
able
we
to
can access,
access
right?
the thing. Yes, yes. And
Mhm.
materialize you, we cannot perform this kind of when we create and materialize you like complex like group by conditions, aggregated, these kind of implementations. It is not possible in when you are creating a materialize you. There is a limitation for materialize you. I will share this the documents. Just go through that ones. So let
Normal
me.
deletion, normal operations, normal materialize view, and we can perform the DML operations. I
Normal
think not.
materialize you also it is not possible. We cannot do
Okay.
that. So there is a like a limitations of materialize you I have given here. You can just go through that. So what is the materialize you like having class order by the limit, the window functions. These are the limitations. So when you
I think these
created
are
a
for normal
materialize you,
view limitations, right,
these
Dinesh?
are materialize you limitations also.
When you have materializer, we cannot perform any DML operation, whether it is a normal select query or a group by select query, whatever it is, right?
Correct.
Dinesh, I have a question. This
And one more thing, Dinesh,
materialization,
can we create the view without having the base table?
without
Is it
having a
possible?
base table. No, not possible. I never tried here in Snowflake.
Hi,
Yes,
Dinesh.
yes, Lakshmikant, tell me.
Dinesh, this materialization view is specifically used for the scheduling, right? If you want to see any type of the live data, for
Hmm.
that we go through with this, right? The materialized view.
Yes, exactly.
To get rid of the charges, like as you said, the Snowflake is going to charge uh,
Mm,
if you use this materialized view. To get rid of
mm.
that, can we schedule the manually, like refreshing the tables for every CSAS or polos, depends upon the
Y-
requirement.
yes, yes, we can do that. That will be manual. You can do that. When you compare to like a manually, when you are doing, so it is very negligible amount when you compare to the manual operation.
Okay, means like the price is very minimal, right? So
Yes,
like
exactly. Mm.
the organizations will accept, like they are ready to use this materialized view.
Yes, exactly.
And coming to the view part, like you said, like based on the tables, we are going to create that views, right? Because like
Mm,
the select star from the table name you have mentioned it.
mm, mm,
So that view was creating based on the table.
Dinesh, just trying to understand the exact advantage of using metless
mm,
view over normal view. Because
mm,
both the views, when user access, the data will get refreshed, right? So according from the user perspective, I don't think the user will see the difference whether he's accessing normal view or the material view, because always we get the letters, right?
Let me understand 1 second. One. Hello, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes, Ivan. You were saying something.
Yeah, your voice is very low. Sorry.
Is it clear now?
Yeah, better. Yeah, I'm just
Just
trying to
1 second.
understand. Yeah,
Mm,
I'm just trying to understand the benefit of
mm, mm,
materialized view over normal view, because when user
mm,
access a
mm,
view, whether normal view or materialized view, I
mm,
don't.
mm,
He will not see any difference, right? Because whenever he
mm,
access the view, either of these, you will get the
mm,
always get the
mm,
latest data.
mm, mm, mm.
Okay, because materials view will refresh automatically. The normal
Correct.
view, whenever I access, it will get refreshed automatically, right?
Mm,
So I
correct.
don't
When
think I
you
will
are,
see the difference here. So why should I
oh,
use materials view over
no,
normal view? Because
tell, I will
materials
tell
view
you.
will be chargeable, right? Because data is getting
Mm,
stored. So
true.
why I need to go to materials view?
Yeah, I will tell you something here. So when you are accessing, then in the view, when it is a view, when you are trying to refresh, and let's assume that at the same time some operations is happening on a table. Okay, then it will be slow down our performance, right?
Right. This is for the normal view or the materials view.
Exactly. That is for the normal view.
Okay. Okay.
Right? That is the main reason. So to increase the performance, so we have a materialized view.
Okay. So what will happen if I access the data when the material view is trying to update the data?
It will so it will automatically it will be in a so sync with the like a base table. It will not have any delay.
Okay. So what's any lock or something? How the
Nothing,
Snowflake is
nothing will be.
handling here now? That's what
Mm,
I'm trying to understand. Yeah.
it's handling in the back end based on micro partitions.
Mm. Okay.
After one more thing, Dinesh,
Yeah,
it
Praveen.
is refreshed automatically, right? Suppose I created a
Mm,
material view and particular base table. After creating material view, that base table is dropped by anybody. Then what about the
mm,
material view automatic execution? How it will throw the errors and how we will identify?
So in that case, what will happen is the materialize you whatever like a background services will run, right? So it will throw the errors because the complete base table has been dropped out, right? so it will not be accessible.
How who will see the logs and how we will see the logs?
The especially related to Materialized View logs.
Yes, Dinesh.
I need to check on this, Praveen. Will note it down.
I'm not
And
sure,
one more
but
thing,
we
Dinesh.
need to check. We need. I don't think the dependent, if any dependent on the base table, will not let you delete the or drop the table. I believe.
I think let me see that. Just a
And one
minute.
more thing, Dinesh.
Want to
Suppose
say,
we write the select.
try this one. Here, this is a table, right? Table drawn successfully, but let's try to check the views. Views is available. Try to access that.
Then it will throw error now.
Yep. From the Materialized View also, let me check.
Dinesh, the base table itself is
Very.
not there, right? Based on the table
Yes,
we have
correct,
created.
correct. Just wanted to double check before giving the
So
confirmation.
dependency is not working here.
Yeah,
So
dependency is not working. Yeah.
And one more thing, Dinesh. Materialize is created on the select query. That select query is very big select query. Means that the select query will hit the performance. Means very big select query. So if I rely on that materialized view, how its materialized is refreshed or not, how can we came to know? Suppose we will perform some DML operations on base table. Okay. So after that, on materialized view, I want to get the data and I want to use it for other purposes. Then whether the changes is applied on this materialized view or not, what often it will be refreshed. How we will came to know?
Immediately it will be refreshed. So without any latency, there will be within
Whether it is
seconds.
select query is big select
You
query
can,
also.
whatever it may be, you can able to see that in this Materialized View refresh history. In this, you can able to see that complete information. See this one, the previously whatever the Materialized View refreshed. So start time, end time, and then time period. It is showing that clearly when it has been refreshed. Observe the credit usage for the Materialized View refresh. So this is the credit usage. And like this, we can able to see that information here.
1918 to 28, 1 hour it is taken, Dinesh, for refreshing materialized view.
1 hour? No.
1918, 1818, the end time, something, 2018. It's as per records. End time will be showing as 2018, right?
It's 1 minute.
Just observe this.
19 is minute or hour, that one?
Oh, that is hour.
This is hour. This is minutes. This will be in a seconds.
As per this showing 1 hour.
I think the start time is the creation time. I think
Start time
is the creation of the material.
Creation also, creation
Just
itself
a
is
minute.
not done within 1 hour, right?
Just a minute. Let me check. So when it has been created. In 2047. No, this is not the exact one. Start time maybe. The refresh time it will show us here. The how much time it has taken. I will check this one more time once. But this is not exactly this. It will not take 1 hour time. Or 18, 20, 18. Maybe within the 1 hour duration refresh time, so it is going to charge this much, or how we need to understand. I will see that once. So what I am assuming here is, so here you can see start time and then end time. within this 1 hour, any refresh. So maybe this is the charges I am assuming. Anyway, I will cross check this one once.
It is yesterday's date actually.
No, this is default. It is going to take it here. It will be in a so like kind of UST central time zone generally. So but so here it is taking like this.
Dinesh,
Mhm.
what is the difference between a copy history table and load history table?
Okay. Copy history, it will be only like a kind of for 14 days it will be available. And then when it is coming to load history, so you can able to see more than 6 months information also in the load history table.
I mean, both it's only matter of time
Matter of
difference.
duration, that's it.
No, it's not correct.
Mm.
No, otherwise I wouldn't ask this question.
Yeah, okay. So
That is
that is
one
my
difference.
understanding.
That is one difference I know. But that is not only that is only not the difference.
Okay. Then so what is the other thing you can
That's
guide me
why I'm
here?
asking. I don't understand.
No. What I understand is this is the difference. So we can able to get more than 6 months in a load history, and then copy history only 14 days. So normally we will use for this. If you have any other inputs on this, you can solve.
What is
We
by
can discuss.
definition copy history and load history? What is
Copy
the copy?
history. Mm.
What is by definition by copy history table?
Tell me, Nageshwara.
No, I don't get that answer.
Mm. Mm. So copy history, what it will do when we are using a copy command, so that is whatever history it will be there in a copy command, that will be in a copy history.
Okay. What about
Okay.
load?
Load. So not only with the copy we are going to implement, right? So we will use a copy, and then we will use our this one web user interface to load the data. We will use snowpipe to load the data. So all this complete information, it will be there in a load history.
But the thing is, I have loaded through copy command. Okay. I found that load in the copy history table, but I did not find in the load history table. I don't know why. That's why I'm asking what is the difference. I mean, why it is not showing in load table, why it is showing in the copy. But as per you, you said that it is associated with the copy command. Yes, I ran through copy command. I found in the copy table, copy history table, but I did not find in the load history table.
Load history table. Then can you run this one, the snowpipe, and then have you checked once?
What is that, snowpipe?
Load history.
The same, right? Copy history, snowpipe load history. We have the table.
No, in a load history, I'm telling that. See this one. So for this historical information query, copy history view instead. That is available.
Yeah, it shows a first error effect that this is the copy history.
Just have a look into this, Nageshwara. I will also
Okay.
have a look into this one.
Okay.
We'll see that.
Dinesh, one question from the yesterday class that we didn't join due to some connectivity issue. So yesterday class, I just go through the video that from the sender to receiver. Okay, so when sender share any table to the receiver, they will create the DB and they are able to view the data. But suppose I am the sender and I delete that table. So what then what it will affect in the receiver end? The
Receiver, it will not be available.
receiver end.
Always it will be in the control. Your work always it will be in your control.
So when I delete the data, the receiver side table also deleted automatically.
Yes, exactly. It will
Yeah,
not be there.
yeah, because they created the DB and they assigned to a different warehouse, and they are giving the charges for that. So
No,
when
but you are sharing to them, right? You are, for example, if I share a drive to you, if I, whatever the drive, the files I have kept in the drive, it's in my control. I can update it or I can delete it. I can keep it there. I can remove it there, right? The same process.
So whatever the data I can delete, that will reflect. But I was saying if I delete the drop the table also, it will drop their end also.
Exactly.
Okay, okay.
Okay, guys.
Any synonyms will be used in the snowflakes, Dinesh?
No, Praveen. No, I didn't. So came to this, came across to this.
Okay. Constraints on the Dinesh, constraints we will use in the snowflake.
Yeah, constraint we can use, not null constraint.
Only not null.
Yep.
Then how can we restrict the duplicate data some Dinesh without constraints?
Yeah. So duplicates, what we can do is we can create another table with the distinct records, and then we can swap the data. Thus, this is the one challenging thing here. So we need to like create another table, and then again we have to swap the things that will be handled in a like when before loading the data to the target table, we have to handle it kind of any so scripting kind of thing we have to implement it here.
Okay. Writing. Okay. With the select query, we have to remove the duplicates externally, and we have to load the data, right?
Yes. Yes.
Is there any size limitation for database objects on Dinesh?
No, we don't have any limitation related to such. It's completely elastic, right? There is we
Means
will
that
never
means what I'm
face
asking,
space issue.
other database character 30 characters name only we have to use 40 characters here. Any restriction like that for table name, view names?
Table names and then the naming convention, the length
Yes,
of the.
identifier length will be 30, 40 like that in other database. Is there any restriction here?
This one I will cross check, Praveen. I never check this one. Check this. Okay, guys. The things we will connect tomorrow.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you all. Yeah.